Welcome to the Euro Football Daily. On today's show, we'll be looking at the 10 most successful clubs in Champions League history. But take note, this doesn't take into account the old European Cup, only the Champions League knockout rounds. So sorry Liverpool and Real Madrid fans, half of your victories here won't even be registering. Coming in at number 10 is Ajax. In 1995, under the management of a fresh-faced Louis van Gaal, this Ajax team was simply unstoppable, lifting the Eredivisie undefeated and lifting the Champions League by beating AC Milan 1-0 thanks to a Patrick Kluivert goal. They almost retained the trophy in 1996 as well, but just lost out on penalties to Juventus. Since then, it's been a bit of a struggle for Amsterdam's biggest team, with a semi-final appearance in 1997 their best performance. At 9 is Liverpool. Only edging out Ajax by the virtue of one extra quarter-final appearance is Liverpool, who famously won the trophy back in 2005. On that night in Istanbul, the Reds came back from 3-0 down at half-time to snatch the trophy on penalties away from AC Milan. As a result, the likes of Jimmy Traoré and Steve Finnan have Champions League winners' medals, so spare a thought for the likes of Cannavaro, Ballack and Patrick Vieira, who never got to lift the trophy. At 8 is Borussia Dortmund. Coming off the back of 2 consecutive Bundesliga titles in 95 and 96, Dortmund took their domestic form all the way to the Champions League final in 97, humbling Juventus 3-1. Jurgen Klopp almost repeated the feat in 2013, but just lost out to arch-rivals Bayern Munich after an 89th minute Robben goal. Brutal. Coming in at number 7 is Chelsea. Even before the Special One joined Stamford Bridge, they were already establishing themselves as European heavyweights, reaching the semi-finals in Claudio Ranieri's final season. Ghost goals, refereeing controversy and penalty agony all stopped Chelsea lifting the trophy until 2012, when some Didier Drogba heroics saw off Bayern Munich and gave us all the glory of the full kit that is John Terry. At 6 is Juventus. Unbelievably, Juventus haven't won the Champions League since 1996, when a team featuring Didier Deschamps, Alessandro Del Piero and Fabrizio Ravanelli beat Ajax in the final. They made it 3 consecutive finals in 97 and 98, but just lost out to Borussia Dortmund and Real Madrid in both. Add that to their defeats in 2003 and 2015 and Juventus hold the dubious record of the most Champions League silver medals. At 5 is Manchester United. Football, bloody hell. That's pretty much all Sir Alex Ferguson could say after watching his side smash and grab the Champions League trophy with 2 injury time goals in the 99 final. He'd have to wait almost 10 years to lift it again when his side defeated Chelsea in 2008 on penalties. 2 subsequent finals against the great Barcelona didn't quite turn out so well though, but they'll always have that night in the Nou Camp. Coming in at number 4 is Bayern Munich. After the agony of losing the 99 final to United, Bayern returned 2 years later to beat Valencia on penalties in an edgy final encounter. Despite the best efforts of Louis van Gaal in 2010, it was Jupp Heynckes who finally returned the Bavarians to the European summit, with a last-minute winner in the 2013 final after the shock defeat to Chelsea just 1 year earlier. At number 3 is AC Milan. Milan made 3 consecutive Champions League final appearances between 1993 and 95, winning the competition in 94 after destroying Barcelona 4-0 in the final. They'd have to wait for the most successful manager in Champions League history to taste success again, when Carlo Ancelotti saw his AC Milan team beat Juventus on penalties in 2003. They'd also lift the cup again in 2007 under the guidance of the eyebrow-raising coach. At number 2 is Real Madrid. The most successful club in European Cup history are only in 2nd place in the Champions League era, despite winning each of the 4 finals they've appeared in. Los Blancos dominated the competition between 98 and 2002, taking the title on 3 occasions in that period, thanks to teams featuring Roberto Carlos, Raúl and Zinedine Zidane. Unbelievably, despite assembling some of the most expensive squads in history, Real went a whopping 12 years in search of another Champions League win, when Ancelotti steered Ronaldo and co to a 4-1 extra time victory over Atletico Madrid. At number 1 is Barcelona. beating fierce rivals Real Madrid to the #1 place thanks to an extra final appearance. It had to be Barcelona. The Catalan Giants had to wait a long time to taste European glory after losing the 1994 final to Milan. In fact, the Blaugrana had to wait until 2006 to pop their Champions League cherry by beating Arsenal 2-1 in the final. Once they got that out of their system though, it's fair to say they've become Europe's most dominant side, as first Pep Guardiola and then Luis Enrique managed them to titles in 2009, 11 and 15. So there you have it guys, the 10 most successful Champions League clubs. But who do you think could make a charge in the future? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out our top 10 most expensive transfers in European football history.